In the morning, it's good to drink a glass of water first thing. So I know a lot of us get up and drink coffee in the morning because it feels so warm and it makes us feel happy and the caffeine wakes us up and all of this stuff. But it's best in the morning. It's best in the morning. Think about what happens when you sleep at night. Okay, so you're sleeping. If you're a mouth breather in particular, you're all that.
Dry.
Yeah, all of that moisture is coming out of your body all night. If you keep your mouth closed and you still moisture, you still, when you exhale, you're exhaling a lot of the moisture in your body.
In your body, yep.
Then you've got all of the processes that go on at night while you're sleeping, right? Construction happens at night. You're in bed sleeping and all sorts of body processes are happening and it uses water. So when you wake up in the morning, that is the probably most depleted you'll be for the day. Start off depleted, right?
That's it.
So get up in the morning and before you have your coffee, before you have breakfast, anything.
Drink a glass of water.
Drink a glass
of water.
Yeah, drink a glass of water to
That's
sort of start at a nice
Do it
balance.
nicely. Don't chug it.
Yeah.
Just drink it nicely.
I drink a glass of water in the morning. Mine is usually room temperature, not cold.
Yeah.
Like the same as my body temperature. And then I usually have a couple of salt crystals, 1 or 2.
That's it.
Let that kind of dissolve on my tongue, and then I drink the water.
Yeah.
And then I leave it alone for a little bit, and then I'll have whatever I'm going to have later in the morning. So if you want a coffee after that, fine. But first, let that get in your body and let it sit a bit. Don't just go behind it with coffee 1 minute right behind it. Allow it to absorb. Allow it to do what it's going to do. And then if you want coffee, that's fine.
That's fine.
Is that reasonable?
Oh, not only reasonable, but it's like saying to yourself, here you are, this is what you need, and thank you for what you do for me, because that is your health benefit.
Yeah.
Your electrolytes now will be replenished. Your body will be nice and calm, and it'll feel good.
And if you're someone who likes numbers, because it just helps a lot, 12 ounces of water at once, that's too much.
Too much.
So you know when they say 8 ounces a day or whatever, 8 ounces a glass. So 1 glass of water in the morning is probably the biggest glass you're having because you're replenishing from the night before.
True. Yeah.
But 8 to 12 ounces, that's too much water at one time. Your
is.
body cannot consume all that. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a heavy set, you're a couple 100 pounds, you got lots and lots of muscle on you and you're bodybuilding, okay, we're not talking about that.
No.
Because there's a whole nother athletic piece to that. There's a lot. We're just talking about the average person doesn't need 12 ounces of water at once, just in average. So that's hydration, and obviously, you got to train yourself to drink water. I know it's hard sometimes because it doesn't taste good or it makes you have to use the bathroom a lot, but your body can be trained. So drinking small amounts at once allows it to absorb so it doesn't run to the bladder and have you run to the bathroom. So that's part of it.
And plus, you're not forcing your body to do things that it's just not meant to do. I mean, you're actually forcing your body to go into that mode, that survival mode, because it can't handle all that
water. It is kind of funny. It's like we drink all that water and then we're like, oh, now I have to go to the bathroom. Like, what did you expect when you put all that liquid in there? Like, what are you saying right now?
That's right.
So that's hydration and overhydration. But then dehydration, I think a lot of times we talk about dehydration, and I think we talk about it in a very we just talk about it more than what it really is. So what am I trying to say? I think we use the term dehydration too much.
Also, too, that we have to do something about it because we're dehydrated.
And I think we call ourselves dehydrated when we're actually not dehydrated. We just use the term because we're extra.
Yeah,
I'm so dehydrated. It's like you're really, there are symptoms of dehydration. And you're probably not exhibiting them when you're saying I'm dehydrated. You're actually thirsty, which is good because that's the first sign. The body's like, hey, give me stuff so I don't become dehydrated. Right?
That's right.
You've probably heard about intermittent fasting. You maybe even tried it. Maybe it didn't work out for you. Maybe you didn't get great results. Or maybe you just need a reset. But either way, we've got this free intermittent fasting guide for you. It's got lots of colorful pictures and lots of information with a 2-week plan to get you started intermittent fasting and enjoying the amazing benefits. So Check the link below if you're watching YouTube. And if you're on the podcast, check the show notes. Get that link.
And it's easier than you think.
Yeah, so go get it. So being dehydrated is when your body's lacking the proper water levels to function, the way that it should. Mm-hmm. So if you stay dehydrated, truly dehydrated, then body functions will start to be dysregulated, because that's truly dehydration.
That's right.
Not just thirst, right? So insufficient fluid intake. If you sweat a lot, we talked about that. A lot of sweat means I need more water. If I don't replace it, eventually your levels are going to drop till you actually do get to dehydration. If you're sick, you notice how when you're sick, you just feel so drained and fatigued, not only from the sick, but it's from the beginnings of dehydration.
And you know what? Relating dehydration, if we could relate it to electrolytes, I know this is, I keep saying this, but that's what the cells are looking for in the water, are the electrolytes. So if you can just kind of notice when you think of water, think of electrolytes. Yeah. That's your energy. That's what the cell is calling for.
That's legit.
It's the water. It's the electrolytes in the water.
Right. And in the food. But if you're sick.
That's right.
The last thing you want to do when you're sick is eat.
It's
right.
True.
So you're not eating.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because the body's like, I can't be digesting things. Leave me alone. I got work to do to try to heal you. Yeah. But then we don't feel good, so sometimes we don't even drink. We just don't feel good. So we just shut it all down and we kind of go in our cocoon. But what'll happen is, especially if you're vomiting or diarrhea or things like that, fever, all of that is like depleting all of your liquid. All of them are being depleted. And so that's when the dehydration really can be real dehydration, not just thirst.
You'll notice your mouth is dry, your eyes, people don't even recognize sometimes their eyes are dry. Yeah. It's lacking, you're dehydrated.
That's
true. You need that balance. Yeah. You need that, feed it.
And some medicines too, you got to pay attention, because they tend to
dehydrate
if they're diuretic or they have some kind of
That's true.
If part of the medicine helps to dehydrate you, you'll notice some medicines will say have this with plenty of water, or drink plenty of water with this medication, because they know it has a diuretic effect and it will start to either deplete your liquid or it will make you retain it so it sits there and it doesn't get out, right? So either one of those we don't want.
And it's funny too, because what I've noticed and what I've learned now and I've experienced and I feel really good about is that, I know it probably sounds very simple, but I drink when I'm thirsty. Yeah. I mean, I keep going back to that.
Yeah.
Because all that other stuff we're doing doesn't make any sense in what the cell needs.
Yeah.
For instance, if I'm sitting here thirsty, I feel thirsty, I'm going to drink something.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink some water with electrolytes because I'm thirsty. That's my sign. You know what? I need water. Your body needs water. Okay, I'm thirsty. That's my sign. Give me some water.
But part of it is part of it is being in touch with that. Because
that's what I
busy,
mean. That's right.
And you're talking to someone, you're out, you're doing something, and your body, you're like, I'm kind of thirsty, but whatever. And you just keep moving, like, I'm kind of thirsty, but and you keep moving. It's and there are times when you can't do anything about it. Okay, I get it. There are times when it's like, I'm thirsty, but I'm out here, I don't have any water, whatever. I'll get to it. But there are times when the water is available. Like right now, I can get up and go in there and get water.
That's right.
But I'm saying, I'll get it later. I'm going to finish this or I'm going to do that. So there are times we deny our bodies when our bodies are telling us, look, this is what I need for optimal health. This is what I need to carry on what you're doing. This is what I need to support you, is what the body is saying. And we're saying, yeah, body, we ain't got time for you right now. I'll get to you later. And, and it's sort of like putting it down into its place instead of supporting it and giving it what it's asking for.
Or also stating for yourself in your body that I know I'm going to be thirsty. So I get in my vehicle, I bring a bottle of water.
Yeah, be prepared ahead of time. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing, my water's going to be there somewhere.
Right.
So when I'm thirsty, I can take it because my body's telling me, hey, you can take some of this water now because I'm thirsty. And that's just being so aware
and respectful.
But also too, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to be thirsty. Get it. Otherwise, you won't be sitting there drinking those 8 glasses of water, making sure it's all in you all day. You may not need all of that all day because you're drinking when you're thirsty.
It's being really just aware of the needs of your body.